welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, it's a happy Cowboy day, and it's going to be a happy Cowboy week. Big win for the Cowboys last night. Pretty much so dominating the Buccaneers. And first of all, I want to say this. Mr. Tom Brady, if that was your last game, I've enjoyed watching you play. Obviously, you're the greatest quarterback of all time. And you're up there with the greatest football players of all time, if not the greatest. So the Cowboys played really well, except for their kicker. But he hadn't had a game like that, or even kicks like that all year. Let's just hope it was a one-time game thing and not, you know, his history with the Cowboys was make kicks and miss them. But big win. Cowboys haven't won a, road playoff game in a long time. It's been 30 years. Of course, they haven't been in a whole lot of road playoff games in 30 years. Only 4 or 5 or so. But big win. Offense and defense played real well. The 49ers are next. Going to be a tough game. 49ers, well, in my opinion, the 49ers have the best offense and defense in the league. And the best team. So, going to be tough. But if the Cowboy team that showed up last night shows up in San Francisco, minus the poor kicking, well, I think they got a shot. They're going to have to play real well. So, obviously the 49ers have proven that they can just step in, their first, their second, now their third quarterback, and they just keep rolling. So, scary team. But I just hope the Cowboys go out there and play well. And if they do, they'll have a shot to win. So we're out on the rad today. And done since my last video, which was also on the rad, I've done a couple of range tests on the bike. And the first range test I got 38.1 miles, and the second one I got 38.3, so pretty close. What was I getting on the stock controller? Between 40 and 41. So yeah, there's a couple mile an hour loss. But you know what? Hey, for the added power that you get, the added acceleration, well worth it. A lot of times on the video, I'm riding quite a bit slower than I am when I'm not shooting a video. So, when the camera's off, I'm usually at around 20 miles per hour. A lot of times when the camera's rolling, I try to stay around 15 miles an hour. It's just easier, you know, you want to be concentrating on your ride. So I find that when I'm shooting a video, to be able to concentrate on the video and be safe riding, a little slower speeds, although we're going to pick up the pace here. Fixing to get out of the park here and let this thing roll. There's a long hill over here we're going to climb that's probably about half a mile to 3/4 of a mile, around there. This is really the only hilly area where I live in Saginaw, and even it's not. But there's a couple of hills here. This one we're fixing to go up, it's pretty good, and it's I don't know if y'all can see the display today with it being cloudy on I'm in pedal assist 1 going 18.4 miles per hour. Huh. Stock controller, you might have been going 8 or 9 miles an hour. So let's kick up the pedal assist here. So yeah, see, she just climbed right on up. Hit 5, she really goes. The speed limit's 20 on this street, so I want to kind of try to stay around that. Yeah, it's just zipping right on up this hill. Good steady voltage, and we were into the wind a little bit there. This is a pretty busy road, as y'all can see. These cars haul ass down here. 40, 50 miles per hour. The speed limit's 40, but none of them go it. I'm probably going to grab the sidewalk anyway. We made it through that alive. So the other thing that I learned over the 2 range tests, I mentioned in my last video that the battery and the display, they didn't seem, you know, the display and the controller weren't the same as the battery bar. Well, the battery bar is the one that's off on the battery. The display is pretty accurate. When I got to 30 miles, I had 1 bar left on the display, and the battery was showing 2. At 36 miles, the last bar dropped on the display, and the last bar on the battery was red. So now I'm on pedal assist 2. We're going up a gradual incline here and just cruises right on up. So I think 2 miles per hour of a loss for power, acceleration. You don't get any more top speed, but boy, do you get some extra delightful acceleration. You know, the other thing, I'm not noticing the motor getting any hotter than the stock motor would get with the stock controller. And you know, for example, with the stock controller, the motor on a long ride, but let's say it was 80 degrees, the stock motor would be 5 or 6 degrees hotter than it was outside. I'm seeing about the same thing with this 35 amp controller. I'm not seeing, now I'm not just killing it either with power constantly. Although I did ride about a 10-mile ride where I was blasting it pretty good and still didn't see any real. Now this is all uphill. I hit it in pedal assist 5 and just boogies right on up. 24, 25. Another busy street. We're gonna stop. I do stop at the busy streets and the red lights. We're gonna let this car turn. she was gonna let me go, but she's bigger, faster, and could plow me over if she wanted to. So, me not taking on no cars. That'd make a good video for y'all though, but hopefully I'm not gonna be that guy that smashes into the car. I had a good friend of mine send me a video. A guy I used to ride motorcycles with when we were younger. We had Interceptors. And he sent me a video of a guy on a super bike hitting a Corvette head on, and it was nasty. Just a lot of traffic now compared to what the traffic was when I first started riding motorcycles. Way more dangerous on the streets. That freewheel crankset on this bike sure is awful loud. So I've kind of made a choice on, I had mentioned I might be adding another bike to the fleet. I do think a third bike to split the rides up between. Is probably the way to go. That's a weird place to offload a lift. I guess this is a school, so. But if I do add another one, I have made a decision on what it will be. I'm not gonna give it away, but this is another pretty busy street where people go faster than the speed limit really allows. Sometimes when you ride down here, there's a dog that chases you. Hopefully he's not out, because he's fast. And he's like a pit bull boxer looking mix. Big and burly, mean looking. Kind of like Poke Salad Annie, that kind of mean. This is kind of an old country road with some old country type houses until you get down here till the end. Then there's this mammoth thing down here. nice and big and white, with a big nice lake in the backyard. The dog was not out, thank God. Alright, this is all uphill. Let's hit 5 and we'll zip on up this one. And hey, if you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. Thanks a lot for coming on the ride with me. And we'll see you on the next video. Y'all have a good one. Take care.